Hey everyone, thanks for jumping on. I wanted to start out by telling a little bit about why we're here. So most of you know Mackenzie and what her diagnosis is. Several of you probably have a child with the same or similar diagnosis. We started out on a very rocky journey with her. Her health was terrible. She was basically just a being that was existing. She was always sick. She was unaware of anything going on around her. Over the years, we changed her health through natural approaches, a more holistic approach, using therapies and different options, chiropractic care, massage therapy. And we made great strides, but we came to a halt. And I guess I could say that she was kind of just at a standstill in her overall development, and her health was questionable at some points. And then about 4 years ago, we were introduced to the concept of activation. And through this concept, we have been able to unlock some of Mackenzie's cognitive abilities. She is showing us that she understands a lot more than we were ever aware of. She has improved her eye-brain connection, so she is understanding a lot more of what she is seeing. And she's proving that by using her communication device. She can answer yes/no questions with her eyes, and she can depict the difference between objects. And her health has been pretty incredible. We have not been to a medical facility for illness or had to treat any sort of illness with Western medicine in quite some time. And I have today with me Dr. Jess Bueller, who has been seeing Mackenzie for a long time. And she's going to explain the concept of activation.
Awesome. I love hearing Kenzie's story because it never gets old. And that was a very brief overview. So if you get a chance to hear more details or ask more questions from Desiree, definitely dive into that, because Desiree is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to getting and keeping and maintaining not only Kenzie's health, but her own health as well. So the company we're talking about tonight is LifeVantage. So proper disclosures, basically just we are not here to cure, treat, prevent, or mitigate any disease, symptom, or condition. And our income disclosure, because we are a publicly traded company, is available for you to see. So where did we start? So we had an award-winning scientist who discovered the SOD molecule in the late 1960s, superoxide dismutase, by Dr. Joe McCord. He won the Nobel Prize for doing that. He had devoted his career to fighting the effects of free radical damage or oxidative stress in aging. So he was then looking for, we came to him, I guess I should say, with some NRF2 known activators to help formulate, to have him formulate a product that could turn on our ability to produce more of this SOD. And that's when in 2003, he formulated our little yellow activator, Protandim NRF2. And then in 2005, there was an investigative report done on ABC's Primetime that led to a flurry of media attention. So if you've not seen that ABC Primetime clip, also ask whoever invited you here to share that with you, because it is very interesting, even though it is old. So we were on retail shelves until 2009, when we switched to direct sales. So the reason why was when we were on the shelves in Walgreens and GNC, nobody even knew what a cellular activator was. And even still today, 16 years later, since that ABC aired, majority of the population doesn't know what cellular activation is. Even people that study nutrition are not aware of it. because we are not only the first one, but the only one with the research showing that we can reduce oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days. We are a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ, and we've had universities and prestigious medical centers that began doing their own self-funded research on our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer shortly after that ABC primetime aired. So what is oxidative stress? I'm going to move this. This is in the way. What is oxidative stress, you guys? What causes it? So we release free radicals, and free radicals end up bumping into parts of our cells and causing damage, much like the oxidation of an apple. If you cut an apple open and you leave it overnight or for 2 nights or 4 nights, it starts to oxidize and turn brown. It gets damaged. And this is literally what is happening within our cells in response to the foods we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, too much, too little exercise, environmental toxins, Wi-Fi, different forms of radiation, medications, and more. Simply put, everyone has oxidative stress. And as we age, we have even more oxidative stress. So what can happen with uncontrolled oxidative stress? If you go to pubmed.gov, where doctors do their research, and you type in oxidative stress and anything you might have going on, you're going to see a list of studies, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of studies on oxidative stress and whatever it is that you may have going on. Why? Because oxidative stress is not picky. It affects every single cell. So it's just a matter of what system is the most impacted. So if you look at the heart, at the root of hundreds and hundreds of conditions, symptoms, and diseases is oxidative stress. The heart, we see cardiac fibrosis, hypertension. With the skin, aging, sunburn, melanoma, joints, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, lungs, asthma, COPD, cancer, immune system. We see chronic inflammation, autoimmune things, brain, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, OCD, ADHD, autism, migraine, stroke, trauma, cancer. I mean, pick a system and just realize that if we damage those cells, it leads to oxidative stress. And oxidative stress left uncontrolled leads to problems. So what is the solution for oxidative stress? So in the 1950s, before our product was discovered, they were researching antioxidants, because antioxidants could attach to those free radicals and neutralize them, right? So with free radicals, we have what is called a one and done reaction. We combine the free radical with the antioxidant, and that's how it goes. So look at how many oranges, how much broccoli, how many blueberries, how many tablets of vitamin C that you would have to consume in a day to get the impact of one NRF2 activator. 1 in 1 or 1 in 1 million every single second. I didn't say that right. Wrong. I said that right. And why is what I'm going to explain. Why is it that we can get the impact of one antioxidant and instead of one and done, we get 1 million every single second? And that is because Protandim NRF2 Synergizer is a cellular activator. It turns on a pathway within the cell. So within all of your cells, you have a protein messenger called NRF2. And when we activate that pathway, it attaches to your DNA and it causes an expression of certain genes. It's literally able to go into your genes like light switches and flip on and off the switches in the right way so that your cells express health. It also has been proven to lower oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days, increasing superoxide dismutase by 30%, catalase by 54%, and glutathione by 300%. Now, who hasn't heard of glutathione lately, right? With everything going on in the world, glutathione has become a huge factor. These are literally your ability to detox out your cells, you guys. And this is the only supplement proven to extend life in male mice. And that was a 10-year study done by the National Institute of Aging. So what we have are 5 key components across the bottom. And when they are blended together synergistically, they get that benefit. So you don't get the same thing if you just purchase these 5 components, or maybe you're already even taking some of these 5. But even if you are, you don't get the same effect. Look at what happens when you take them individually. But now look at what happens when you take all 5 in the exact synergistic blend that is in Protandim. You get an 18-fold increase in the expression of the antioxidant gene. So instead of taking antioxidants, your body starts making antioxidants. We literally flip the switch on that allows your body to produce more of its own antioxidant enzymes. It's literally incredible. And you don't have to take my word for it, because there are over 20 peer-reviewed journals that have been published, and these are all available in PubMed by major institutions and medical universities. So go there, check out these studies, or ask whoever invited you if they can send you a few of their favorites, because they're gonna have favorites, because literally the research and the science is what attracts people to this company to begin with. We have media coverage. We also have US patents, so no one has been able to replicate our product. And even still, since 2003, when we were created, 18 years later, no one has been able to surpass our research. And look at this. This is one of my favorite studies, available in the MS journal. And this was a drug company that tested their drug against our Protandim NRF2. And what is so cool about this, you guys, so cool about this, is not only did they see significant increases in antioxidant enzyme production in oligodendrocytes, which are the basic cell of your nervous system, but the drug company said that, interestingly, Protandim, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer and therefore may be the most suited as a therapeutic strategy. Wow. How often do you get that? And our Protandim costs a little under $50 a month, and the drug that is based on the same concept costs $54,000 for a 3-month supply. So we're not even talking, not only do we have the most potent NRF2 activator, but we also are free of side effects, and even the drug company agreed. This one is from Washington State University, and they said after doing their research on NRF2 activation, that NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. So the concept of cellular activation, LifeVantage didn't stop there. They continued their research, and in 2016, 13 years after our NRF2 Protandim, they launched another product to address a problem known as mitochondrial dysfunction. So you remember your mitochondria, right? The powerhouse of the cell, the engine, if you will, the energy source. Well, those free radicals that are causing oxidative stress in our cells, they damage the mitochondria as well. In fact, the mitochondria are highly susceptible to free radical damage. With our Protandim NRF1, we are able to turn on the pathway within our cells to repair damaged mitochondria, to get rid of mitochondria that are no longer fixable, and to reproduce highly functioning mitochondria. And then our cells produce even more energy. So what we see when we have NRF1 activated is more cellular energy, more energy production, better sleep quality, promotion of cellular healing. Really, when you think about this, you guys, the ability to network our mitochondria to slow this cellular aging by supporting our chromosome integrity. When you think of mitochondria, you think of them like an engine, right? If you had a good engine, wouldn't that be better than a bad one, right? And you think about what cells have the most mitochondria. Well, there you go. You're looking at things like your ovaries, your brain, your muscles, your heart. Just there are lots and lots of reasons that having good functioning mitochondria is important. And then in 2019, they released the third and final member of our Protandim family, Protandim Nad Synergizer. This utilizes another pathway that improves mental focus and concentration, positive mood, motivation, mental and physical energy, body's healthy inflammatory response, cholesterol levels, and also a healthy vascular system. When you fast for 24 hours, you will increase your sirtuin production by 94%. And with just 2 of these a day, you can increase your sirtuin production by 100%. NAD is the pathway that allows us to produce sirtuins, and sirtuins have this plethora of benefits in all of your systems. So these 3 together are our Protandim Nad Synergizer, available in packets or in bottles. And what's interesting is that when you take all 3 of these together, you have another impact, right? So if you take them separately, you'll see the gray bars are when you take NRF2 alone, NRF1, or NAD. And then when you put the blue bar is all 3 together, the impact is just even more. And who wouldn't want their detoxification, their ability to detox up by 73% due to the activation of NRF2 pathway, or the healthy inflammatory response up by 838%, or the regulation of key metabolic genes, or the recycling and the synthesis of NAD. Protandim Nad Synergizer. There's a synergy to the ingredients within each of our products, but there's also a synergy in the products working together. Little things that work together to make a big difference. We also have a drink. This is our Nootropic Drink. This is our executive brain drink. This is our brain food, our liquid brain food. This literally allows for the brain chemicals in your body to attach to the appropriate receptors so that they can do their job. So we have neurotransmitter function that is up, resilience to stress is increased. We have a reduction in mental fatigue and brain fog, positive mood happens. Acuity, concentration, memory retention. It's literally like the all circuits on go for your brain. So I've seen incredible things with not only adults, but also with kids using this drink. I mean, you could think about using this before a workout, after a workout, to wake up in the morning, or when you get that lull in the afternoon. I've also had people use this before they're going to give a presentation and before they need to speak to their a group. It doesn't matter what your focus is, but having this allows your brain to be at its peak performance. And who doesn't want a better brain, right? So in one little guy, I've seen results in kids too. I told you that, right? One little guy, we saw a 50% increase in his verbal skills in just 7 days of using this. So I can't name conditions or symptoms or anything like that, but I'm telling you, the results when you use these products will literally blow your mind. Okay, so LifeVantage has produced cutting edge NRF2 activated skincare, hair care, pet care, and personal care line. So I don't want to overwhelm you with the fact that there are other products, but I want you to know that they've used the same cutting edge science to create the products. And then of course we have our nootropic energy drink that I just talked to you about. And then we have a protein shake and a fat burn product because people are always looking for those things. And then when it comes to your gut, you guys, anytime we're talking about our brain, we also need to recognize that the gut can be an issue too. The gut and the brain go hand in hand. In fact, the gut has often been called the second brain. So when we look at gut health, and we know the importance of gut health, we know the gut is also reflected on our skin. So when we see skin things, rashes, itchiness, dryness, named skin conditions that you've heard of, we know that if you have a skin issue, there's something going on in your gut. We know that if you have a brain issue, there's something going on in your gut. So we know that if your gut isn't healthy, you're not processing the foods that you're putting in. So even if you're doing the right things, you're not getting the benefit. So we know the gut is a big deal. So when you think of your gut like a garden, think of antibiotics like they're like the Roundup, right? They kill off all the good and the bad things in there. And then you want to think about probiotics, those are like the seeds, like the plants, the things that we want to grow in our gut garden. And then we think of prebiotics, like the fertilizer that allows those probiotics to grow. And then we have this other cool component where all the new research is in something called a postbiotic, which can be found in our product called Daily Wellness, which also has 4 other key components to enhance your immune function. But those postbiotics are like putting compost down in your garden, in your gut garden. So honestly, it would be not kind of me to not tell you about all of these products, because I personally use all of these products with the exception of the pet tandem, because we don't have a pet at the moment. And I don't drink the whey protein every single day because I don't drink a protein shake every day. But otherwise, all the products that you see on this screen, I personally use. So that was a brief overview of our science. And I want to tell you just a little bit about, so what does this look like? So what are you thinking? So this company also has a business attached to it. This may or may not be for you, but just hear me out. I just want to explain a little bit about this, because honestly, when I started, I didn't even look at the business. I didn't know anything about network marketing or direct sales, but I fell in love with that science that you just saw. And I had a passion for sharing this, but I didn't even know how to do this. But the thing about it that is really cool is that it is the perfect meld. You have a laptop lifestyle. I literally do my business mostly from my cell phone, using social sharing. There's no physical location, no assets. You don't purchase inventory to have on hand. You only purchase what you are personally going to use. And then you have an online shopping portal, just like anywhere else, where your customers can go to your site and purchase their products when they want, whatever they want, and how often they want to get it. So you have your site, and if you knew what you wanted right now, you could ask whoever invited you to send you a cart with whatever it is you want, or you could ask them for a recommendation, and they can simply send it right from our app to your phone, and all you have to do is check out. We are also in several countries. And this is important because you're going to know people in other countries. And when you start getting changes, it's natural and easy to share this with other people. We're just about to open in the Philippines as well. But if you were watching right now and you're thinking to yourself, man, I kind of want to try everything, and I know other people that could benefit from hearing this information, which is how I was, then these are the 2 packs that you would be looking at. To become a distributor for this company, you would either purchase a premier pack or an elite pack. This is, again, product that you would just be using, because when you're a product of a product, it's much easier to tell someone what it did for you when you've used it. And how do you make money? You get paid weekly, and you also get paid monthly. So how far can you really take this? So also another thing about it is right now, with this, everything that is going on in the world, there are a lot of people that are looking for a side hustle, that are looking for different ways to make income. And a Pro 3 on average makes around $581 with our company. And a Pro 5 makes on average $2,900, and a Pro 7 makes on average $12,000. So, I don't know what you're looking for. Sometimes people just want to make enough to pay for their products. Some people want to make their house payment or their car payment or pay for their daycare. Some people are looking for a way out of their current situation. Some people are just really not feeling fulfilled in the job that they are doing. And so I don't know where you are, but I just want you to know that if I can do this, you can do this. And what happens is when you look at the distributor part, this is not something you just buy a business and figure it out. You invest in your business, and then we invest in you. So you become part of our team. We help you with a launch guide, an app, a monthly playbook. We have artificial intelligence. We plug you into our team, and there will be education on skill set, mindset, and also leadership. So at this point, you're probably thinking one of 3 things. The first one is, I have questions and I need them to be answered. So please reach out to whoever invited you and ask those questions so we can get them answered. Or number 2 is, you are thinking about those products and you kind of have an idea of what you already want. So reach out to whoever invited you and tell them what you want, or ask them for a recommendation and just get the products in your body and see the changes start to happen. Or number 3, you not only want to get started on these products, but you're like, hey, I would love to be on your team. I want you to coach me and mentor me to my greatest self. So if you're looking at the distributor, just reach out to whoever invited you, tell them where you are. So you need more information, you're ready to be a customer, or you'd like to look at the business. Just let us know, and we're happy to help you from there.